From the Daily Record, man chases police officer with chainsaw in major incident in Paisley, by Rory Cassiter and Gemma Ryder. Now, I really wasn't going to cover this story because, to be quite frank, there's not too much to talk about other than the fact there's a bloke running down the street with a chainsaw. And this is especially because obviously this occurred in Glasgow, where, frankly, acts of completely bizarre violence have been normalised for a long time. Yeah. Have you ever been for a pint in Glasgow? Begbie from Trainspotting wasn't just a total fiction. If you go out in Glasgow, you'll meet Begbie. So, not that weird and not that much to talk about. However, it was sent to me by more than one of my followers. Because guess what the bloke who took part in the attack was shouting about? I'll give you a clue. It's something that I've been popularising for about 4 years, I think. Suffice it to say, sounded like he was advertising the world's most famous snack bar. Okay, obviously, loads of you sent me this one, so I have to cover it. But yeah, there isn't that much to go off other than the footage itself, which I'll show you. And we'll try and determine exactly what he was shouting about. The quiche, a discount code. Maybe he had some coupons to hand out. And, he was using a chainsaw to cut them up and hand them out distribute them to the public. Probably a perfectly understandable explanation for it. At least if the BBC find out that the bloke was a regular at Alan's world famous snack bar, then at which point I'm sure they'll blame Nicola Sturgeon or Brexit or something. It'll be vaccine hesitancy is what caused this chainsaw incident. And there's a still from the image, which at least the copper looks like he can actually jog. In this day and age, I would have expected the copper to be about £350, have more chins than the Chinese phone book, and be incapable of anything more than a slight shuffle away from a chainsaw-wielding madman. So at least they've still got some standards in physical fitness up in Las Vegas. Police locked down a street in Paisley amid reports of a man allegedly chasing officers with a chainsaw. I love how the media has to report everything. Allegedly, there's about 50,000 videos being shared on Twitter from people photographing it and videoing it with the camera phones of a bloke chasing a copper down the street with a chainsaw. So I don't know why it's alleged, but I'm not Rumpole of the Bailey, so don't ask me. Footage shared on social media shows a man brandishing a weapon in the residential street. An eyewitness claimed a man driving a black car collided with a police vehicle before getting out and chasing the officers with an electric saw. Yeah, probably a perfectly understandable explanation, right? He was accidentally distracted by a squirrel and he hit the copper, and then the copper said, "Listen, we're going to have to get you to pay for this bumper damage, sir." And he said, "How much?" And then pulled the chainsaw out and said, "You're all right, I'll just chop the bumper off myself. I'll take this home, I'll do the work in my own garage, and we'll call it even." Right, that's what happened. And then when he saw the chainsaw, he panicked, the copper, and he got on his toes, because the training's not worth a wang anymore and they're all scared of their own shadow. And this perfectly reasonable random foreign surgeon / mechanic is just being victimised by the press and social media. We should give him some compensation. Yeah, deserves it. One image shows a marked police car which crashed into the wall of a property near where the incident took place, and residents said a flurry of unmarked police cars and vans appeared within seconds of the alarm being raised. An ambulance was also dispatched to the scene. It is unclear if anyone has been injured. Please avoid the area. Drivers are urged to use an alternative route. Urged to use an alternative route. Can you imagine that? Driving down the road, there's a police car. Stop there. Yeah, what's the problem, officer? Yeah, if you go down that street, there's a mad mental beardy weirdy running around with a chainsaw, screaming about his local discount snack bar, and he wants to have a word with you about it. Really? Oh, nice one. I'll get myself down there then. What do you mean urged? To bloke with a chainsaw, not a kingfisher. Nobody wants to go and see a beardy weirdy with a chainsaw. To the urging them. Anyway, I'm sure you want to see the video. As I said, it's a stretch to make this video last 5 minutes. It's a good job I can talk a glass eye to sleep. Here is the video footage. It's literally about 8 seconds or something. Breaking news in Paisley, west of Las Vegas. A man with a chainsaw chasing the police, shouting about a snack bar. definitely something about the snack bar there. Something, visit Alan's snack bar. It's mint. I think that's what he ended with, isn't it? Alan's snack bar. Mint. Yeah, get in. Best chili con carne in the town. Something like that. So, probably a perfectly reasonable explanation. Let's not jump to conclusions. Thanks for tuning in today. Let me know what you think. If you think we're being completely unreasonable and he was just asking directions or wanting to help repair the police car with a still saw, let me know. I'm sure if he's from abroad, there's a perfectly innocent explanation. Yeah, if he's an honourable, born and raised in Las Vegas type, yeah, then I'm sure there would be something nefarious to explain it. But if he's like, an illiterate half-wit from Syria, he is bound to be a splendid, upstanding gentleman with tons of respect for women and the LGBT community. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Cheers.